But I say this today that we live in, everybody has a voice, even women. However, in our day, God has given a clear-sounding, trumpeting voice. Clear-sounding, trumpeting voice in our day. A voice that will always take us back to the original faith, the Bible, and give us a clear understanding of what has been said. This is the divide into two groups spiritually. Many no longer view this as truth, as even being as important as it once was. Now, did you hear what I said? There are many people. Because there's so many voices, and I'll just hold this up. This is a tape recording of the voice of God to this generation, the prophet messenger, and for many, this has been replaced with this here. And yet they still believe this, but this is what they really believe in. Some great man, some voice they hear, wherever that voice may be. It's the Living Word Tabernacle or somewhere else, and I want you to believe me. But you know, with so many voices that are around, we had a clear-sounding trumpet that said, you can shout too much, you can jump too much, you can sing too much, you can study too much. And I say this and add to that, you can hear too many voices too much. Too many sermons too much. But you can't sigh and cry too much. This is the divide in the two groups spiritually. Because many, and you'd be surprised, many no longer view this as truth in the importance that they once did. Even though others, because there's two groups, others have done away with the other voices altogether. Because this voice is so clear. You understand? However, the voice came not to the many that can hear, and many have heard, but to those that can hear the voice. That's why people want another voice. How do you know that I preach the end-time message that has come according to prophecy in the Ohio River as John the Baptist came in his ministry forerun the first coming of Christ? You'll have a message that will forerun his second coming. How do you know I preach that message? Well, I just trust you, Brother Ivy. There was a church in the New Testament that was more honorable than all the rest of them. That searched the Scriptures daily to see if the prophet messenger for that age, what he was preaching was from the Word. If they did that to the prophet messenger, how much more for your favorite preacher? No, if he says it, it's enough. It's got to be there. You will be judged for what you believe. But see, there are others that have done away with other voices because the voice that came to this age was so clear, so exacting. However, the voice came, as I said, not to the many that hear, but to those that can hear, and has given understanding to those that can speak for God with the same authority, because it's the same truth, whoever it is spoke by today. Because the truth that I have is the same truth that you must have, is the same truth that came from the same place. Because we all live and preach under the same Spirit that has come from the throne of God to anoint this age according to Revelations 1 and 4.